Hey, what's up, Street Dogs? The Eric from the Eric from Street Photography Blog. So, currently at the coffee shop in Saigon. I want to give you guys some practical life advice on how reasons not to become a quote professional photographer or pursue a future career in photography. So, obviously, this is just advice I wish someone gave me. So, first of all, know that 99.999% you're going to fail. Consider the fact that any 18-year-old kid or college student could spend, I don't know, like $1,000, get a used 5D Mark II, spend $1,000 to get a nice Canon L lens, and just shoot everything in P mode and make really good photos. And they'll be able to shoot a wedding for free. They'll be able to shoot any commercial or product things, only for them to build their portfolio. And these are people you're going to have to compete against. And unfortunately, people don't really care about photos that much anymore. So obviously, 99% of us are looking at photos through our 4.7 inch to 5.5 inch phones. And if you analyze people's behavior when they're scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, people look at an image for half a second and they don't really care about how good your photos are. They're only going to care about like how many followers you have on Instagram or whether you make a living from photography or whatever. And as time goes on, digital cameras and DSLRs and full frame cameras are just going to keep getting cheaper and cheaper, which means that you're going to have even more stiff competitions from 99.999% of photographers out there. So that's the first thing, is that the photography market is oversaturated. Tip 2, know that if you actually do want to pursue a photography career, and this is where I'll give you guys some positive advice, different fields I assume you guys could go into. First field, education. So I currently make my living mostly teaching, 90% of my income doing workshops. Currently, with the help of Cindy, earn over $200,000 a year teaching photography workshops mostly, and also selling haptic products. And because everyone's a photographer nowadays and everyone has a digital camera, there's going to be a huge burgeoning market for people who want to learn how to make better photos. So if you're able to position yourself in a very small niche, like for example for me, Eric Kim in street photography, you could spend, you could charge a lot of money for photography workshops. So let me give you an example. I'm doing a photography workshop in Tokyo and I'm charging $2,000 a person, and I got 16 students to sign up for the workshop. You do the math, that's a lot of money. And obviously it took me a long time to build up this trust that most of the students coming are actually returning students. And so it means that I must be a halfway decent teacher. And I've been blogging on street photography from 2010 to 2017, so about 7 years. Most people who've attended my workshops have watched or followed me for at least a year or two, sometimes 3, 4, 5 years. Watched over one of my 500 YouTube videos, my 2,700 blog posts. And so having that sense of trust is the key ingredient to quote branding yourself as a photographer. And also you have to be a competent teacher. My personal philosophy about teaching workshops is you're trying to empower the students, and you're not just trying to tell them what to do, but you're trying to give them practical assignments on how for them to build more of their confidence. So even my street photography workshops, it's not even about photography, it's about building your confidence, overcoming your fears. And as humans will always be fearful, and anything that could help build people's confidence is going to be something that can help you build, make a lot more money. Also, what I do see too is even now the luxury market is booming. The mid-range market is not doing so well. So for example, people will either buy Hermes, Louis Vuitton, or Versace clothing, or they'll buy H&M, Uniqlo, or Zara stuff. So you're either going to sell stuff that are really high-end or really cheap. I think everything in the center is going to die. So for example, my prediction is in the future, you could probably charge $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 for a wedding, or you're going to have college kids shooting weddings for free. So if you're thinking about charging like $1,000, $1,500, 2,000, 3,000 bucks for photography weddings, the middle range, you're probably going to die. I'm sorry. And even this, you can apply this to photography. So even with my photography workshops, I'm charging more and more money. So $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever. And all the information I give away for free on YouTube, whatever, it's all for free. And also, even the reason why I don't put ads on these YouTube videos is that it's a purely selfish thing, is that if I don't have ads on these YouTube videos, the more likely you are to watch these videos, not get annoyed by me, and perhaps trust me more. And so one day you might be willing to spend $5,000 or even $10,000 on a workshop to learn from me. And also another thing I see happening in the future, and this is where I'm going to do some product placement, is photographers are always going to want to differentiate themselves. So Cindy and I are currently designing camera products. So like these prototype camera photography bags, and they're all handmade here in Saigon. Absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful products that don't look anything like any other camera bags or products on the market. So it's human nature to want to differentiate yourself with different products. And so obviously, if you want to, make better photos, you have to take more photos. And the camera strap you use, like this is like the Eric Kim strap, which is a gorgeous, beautiful strap. And all these products are expensive. And Cindy and I obviously put a very high markup on the products to keep the product range very small, to keep them limited edition, and to not make many of them. And that means that you're not going to get a mass marketed bag that you could just buy on Amazon. Rather, you'll have a one-of-a-kind product that is going to be unique and share beautiful patina over time. And so if you want to make it as a photographer, don't just think that don't pigeonhole yourself into thinking just making photos and being a wedding photographer, commercial photographer. Think like selling products, like haptic products, like products that we sell, or publishing photography books. I think the future is going to be very ripe for photography books because we're all sick of looking at images on our Instagram and our phones. We want to hold images, we want to feel them, we want to have the haptic response, and we want to live with the images. And so even with Cindy, she prints street notes, film notes, photo journal, and technically all the information is available for free on the blog, but people are going to want to hold it with them, to take it with them in the community, to inspire them, and of course shoot an Instagram photo of it next to the cappuccino at a hipster coffee shop like I am here in Saigon. And so know that if you want to succeed as a photographer in the future, my theory, of course this is just theory, either make it very expensive or free. You charge middle prices, you're going to die off. And to be honest, I just got very lucky because I had the right opportunity when I started this blog and this YouTube channel. There really wasn't much information on street photography, or even now on photography entrepreneurship and how to make money through photography. So I think this is a good opportunity for me. And I obviously work very hard, and I'm sure you're a hard worker too, but honestly, not everyone's given the opportunity for luck, timing, opportunity. And I'm also lucky too, is that I was born in America, so I speak American Standard California English. And if you speak with even a slight accent, and this is the sad reality, people aren't going to take you as seriously or see you as legitimate. I'm also lucky that I'm college educated. I went to UCLA, studied sociology. That's actually where I met Cindy. And so, I have, a college education under my belt. Not everyone has that luxury. And so this video is partly to give you the harsh reality that you're probably going to fail as a photographer. And at the same time, I want to encourage you is that if you really do feel like you have the passion, you're willing to live below your means, I think you could do it. So if you want to learn more about photography business, entrepreneurship, just click the link below, Photography Entrepreneurship 101, and hopefully I could help inspire you. All right, peace out.